stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Nola in the building. Reezy in the building. My God, welcome to the show,
what's going on, man?
Super excited. This is like actually one of the ones that I've been wanting to do for a minute. Because I got to shout out Wayno.
Yeah.
Shout out my brother Steven as well, too.
Yeah.
I'm giving them credit for kind of putting the bug in my ear a little bit more to bring you on here. Yeah. But I did find you on my own too. But I also got to give the flowers to people who really like, nah, Gabe, you got to like act on this right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm happy to have you here, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man. Thank you. It's fun. It's live.
I know, man. Yo, you've been doing such an incredible job on social media, and I think also before I get even further, I think the Dreamville page might have posted you too. I think I might also seen them. You just been everywhere, bro.
Appreciate it.
And we're talking about how like we came to NOLA like earlier this year, and you kind of found out after we left, but you felt like it wasn't the right time, and obviously now is the right time. But so much has happened between June and now for you.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
First of all, how are you handling all this?
Man, this is easy. I've been working since 14, so this is this is my life.
Right.
It's my lifestyle.
What I love about you is like you're such a different sound kind of coming out the city. Like we have our good friends like the Cul-de-sac boys down there. And like obviously the style of music you make kind of falls in line with that, but that's not like I guess like the typical sound that a lot of people expect coming from a NOLA artist. You know what I'm saying? Like we see the treaties and the Rob 49 and the amazing work that they do, but someone like yourself, like a lyricist, someone brings something new is very different. So my first question. So you're only 18 years old, correct?
19.
19.
Turned
now.
19 in September 9th.
Happy belated birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
How did this take me back to the beginning of your music journey? How did this all really start for you?
So I always been a star. Like I always been. Dancing. Like I used to dress up as like Michael Jackson and dance at like the anniversary parties. Then like 8th grade, I got most likely to be a rapper. I wasn't a rapper yet. Yeah, I wasn't a rapper yet
crazy.
though. Then 14, I was 14, 9th grade year. I just kept telling my partners, Rob and Kenya and Brian, I was like, man, I want to be a rapper. And it was just like an idea. I saw like Young Boy and I saw Rod Wave and Quando Rondo rap, and I was like, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So I had this like it was a little heartbreak, from this girl I was talking to for like a month, and then I made a song about it. Yeah. And I was like, I told my dad, I was like, man, could you give me this blue snowball microphone from Best Buy?
I got a blue snowball mic for the first one.
For $40, like just get it for me. So he went. Yeah. I recorded the song, and after that, like I just was like going because I felt like that one was gonna blow up, which it was, it was the first song, but. Right. There's that feeling of, just keep going after that one was just to the moon from there.
Right. Tell me about like that. So did the girl ever hear that song too?
No, I never told her. I never will tell her.
Oh, so she doesn't even know it's about. Oh, but it came out though. The song's out.
Well, it's not out anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, but I did put it out there. Okay, but in that
period of time that it was out there, you don't think she ever heard it?
No. I mean, even if she did, I don't think she knew it was about her though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because I feel like there's so many artists out here in this world. Some of the greats, of course, too, where everything started because some girl pissed them off.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm an artist now.
Yeah.
So that was like really the beginning of it then.
Yeah, I don't know if it was her. I feel like it was more of like the energy that I was feeling. It was more of like that plus like just what I'm seeing in New Orleans plus like the type of lifestyle, the type of things I want. It was like all energy, and then that kind of just like ignited and like pushed me to go do it.
Right. What part of NOLA are you from too?
I'm from Uptown, Ferret, Penniston, Napoleon area.
Okay. Called
12th Ward. I'm pretty sure.
The 12th Ward.
Yeah.
I'm still. Hey, look, bro, I was there for a week, and I'm still trying to figure out what means what.
Yeah.
But growing up there, too, like, like you said, you had dressed up as Michael Jackson a lot, and you always knew you were a star. But what other music kind of influenced you? Was there, like, a lot of NOLA influence in your early years, or did it kind of come from, like, outward, like, maybe some New York artists? Like, where did, like, the musical inspiration really come from?
So I guess it just started off, my dad used to play a lot of Lil Wayne. That's my dad over there. He used to play a lot of Lil Wayne and Drake. And Gucci Mane, I guess. Like, in terms of rap, my mom played, like, Erykah Badu, Sade, Luther Vandross. I was getting, like, rap. I was getting soul. And the older I got, the more I got into a phone, the more I had a phone, I just started listening to my own things. So, like, Speaker Knockers, we was listening to Speaker Knockers a lot.
Rest in peace to Legend.
Yeah,
man.
rest in peace Speaker Knockers. Then like Juice WRLD, YB and Namir, like 13. Then like high school was probably like Rod Wave, Young Boy, Quando Rondo.
I like how you went from like the rap, like the super rapidy rap, to then like the SoundCloud rap, to then like just like the soul, kind of like the Rod Wave and the Quando Rondo rap too. And then that's tough.
Yeah, because that's just the evolution. And then when I turned about 17, I got in. I heard Tyler the Creator call me if you get lost, and that was like, it like expanded my entire like music horizon. And then after that, that's when I listened to anything. Like I started listening to Kanye West for real. Like I listened to Graduation, all of that. Then I just started listening to everything, Kendrick Lamar. So like my last 2 years of music has been like a rebirth for me, like of listening to music. You
Reborn.
know? Yeah, Reborn.
Right.
Like my album.
Well, we gonna get to the album, but it's funny that you bring up Tyler, because like even like kind of like the way you're dressed, it kind of like I could see like Tyler's influence in that.
Yeah.
And even within the music, and I think it's cool how you bring up Tyler too, because I was watching. Did you watch the Rap Life documentary on him on Hulu?
Yep.
And one of my favorite parts of that episode, it is a doc too, was Tyler speaking about song structure.
Yeah.
And how he didn't have song structure before. And I think nowadays song structure kind of gets so lost in translation.
Yeah.
But I think that you've done a really good job at such a young age and a young artist too, of like structuring your songs in a way where it doesn't feel repetitive and boring.
Yeah,
you know?
I used to didn't have any song structure.
Yeah.
And like until I heard his album actually.
Really?
So it was until that album, and that's when I like started figuring out music. So I started listening like to Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars and them. Then I started listening to Michael Jackson and Kanye West. I would really like sit there and like write down notes of like, okay, 4 bars. Like for the Good Morning, the intro to Graduation album is just a beat for 4 or like 8 counts, and then he said good morning.
Yeah.
So I'm studying. So now when I'm making my songs and producing, I'm like, all right, let me not do anything for 8 lines, and then I'm gonna bring something in right here. And that's kind of, I just listen a lot and just study the music.
Yeah. Or you think how like even some of Tyler's stuff has like breakdowns in between?
Breakdown, like, bridges, beat switches. Like I try to take everything I love and put it into my own type of thing.
Right. And that's where Reborn comes in, right? The album that came out this year. Go check that out.
Yeah, Reborn.
Great project. So Reborn, like this, explain to me like the intent and like the work and even like the groundwork that you went in with this project, and maybe some of like the harder things you went through making it, because you know, even where you're talking about switching up the song structure and kind of diving more into music theory and like that deeper aspect of it, what kind of went into like this project for you to actually become Reborn?
Yeah, so Reborn was more of like a lifestyle. The hardest part was actually the real life things I was going through. So it went from like I graduated high school in 2022, and it went from being like, you know, all the kids at the school know me, and it was more of like, I wasn't say I was a high school peaker, because I knew I was still him after I graduated, but it was like, okay, I don't just want to be like this kid that everybody knew was rapping, like. And after it was going through real life things, like, okay, I'm in the real world now. Like, I don't understand how to get a credit card. I don't understand how to start taking care of myself, waking myself up every day. Like, I didn't go to college because I wanted to follow my music dream. So it was just kind of like figuring out life, you know, feeling like a little kid in a big world, as I say. And that was like the tribulations part for it. And that was like so making the songs was easy because I was just talking my life, but the real life was harder. And then like I kind of was just making it song by song. Like I make one song this month, and then like all the songs on the album is literally made in order. So like the first song I made that,
for real,
and like right before I turned 18. So I made that like 2 days before my 18th birthday. Little Kid, Big World was like a month later. So it was like these actual emotions. That's why throughout the album it gets happier. You know, so
that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. So and then I was just making the songs, and then about April, the beginning of April, end of April, I had something, and I was like, all right, it's time to lock in with this project, Reborn. Well, I called Rob, my partner, shoot this Rob, and I was like, man, what should I do? I was like, should I just drop a little EP? Like, I ain't dropped that much music in a minute. He was like, man, just do Reborn. And I was like, I'm gonna just do Reborn. So I just locked in on Reborn. I just mixed it, re-recorded it, did everything myself. And then I did it. I only had $20 making it, so I just used my last 20 on E-Mastered, like mastered it all through E-Mastered.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like every day for like 3 weeks straight, all day and night, just adding instruments, adding singers, adding bass notes to it. And then I got it done in like 3 weeks. We did the cover art on accident.
On accident?
Yeah, the cover art was an accident. It was like, it rained the day before. And then the next day I was like, I'm gonna just wear this yellow sweater I got from the thrift store. We just put the bike and the lemonade in it. And then we was like, we should just do this, make this the character.
I like how you covered like the logo of the lemonade with the parental
Yeah.
Smart man.
Mental advisory.
It
said mental advisory, intelligent content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so yeah, that was Reborn, and I knew in my heart it was too good to just go to New Orleans. Like, not like anything wrong with it, but I knew it had to touch people around the world because it was speaking from a relatable subject. I wanted it to be a crutch for all people that go through a moment of feeling like they got to be reborn.
Absolutely. And I think that's beautiful. I like how I haven't really met an artist who's actually, the sequence of their project is actually in order of when they recorded it.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool how like us as the listener, we get to go through the project in real time with you and like feel all those emotions with you as well. Like that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. And then that's also like the project that really kind of changed everything at this point for you too. Yeah. And it's so crazy seeing you go viral on all these platforms and kind of see, the love that you've been getting, because I love seeing stuff like that because, I love all types of music, all types of hip hop, but the real lyrical, meaningful rap doesn't always get put first anymore, right? So seeing this and seeing you achieve this has been amazing, right? And I want to ask you, so throughout this process of like these last 6 months since the project dropped, have you been reached out to by anybody that, or like, has there been a reaction to it that you were like, oh shit, like I didn't think this person would be reacting to my shit or commenting, or like, have you had one of those moments yet?
Yeah, I had a couple. The song "Birth," my biggest song, well, one of my biggest songs now. I just made it, and it was like it was regular to me. And then like I posted it. I was just riding a video of me riding my bike, and it got like 300,000 views in like 3 days on TikTok. And I was just rapping the song, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know what I did. I always ride my bike, like, but it just happened to just be that song and those words. And the lead artist from BTS posted my song "We Was Just Kids" to his story, like randomly, like 2 a.m.
Oh, if you got like the K-pop shit, and
I was like,
it's over.
I remember I was like, I was sitting next to my girlfriend, and then like I saw he posted, and I was like flipping out because I looked at his account and it said like 44 million. I was like, that said 44,000, but then I was like, nah, he really like posted that, like. But it was, that was probably it for me. I wouldn't expect that because I'm like, I made that in my room, and somebody to.
From the other side of the world.
Yeah, just somebody that, it's not in the fact that who he is, it's the fact that it's just somebody from like that another side of the world just heard it and just decided to share it,
That's crazy, man.
Crazy. Kid from New Orleans.
Well, do you know which person from BTS it was?
I think it's Namjoon.
Namjoon?
Yeah.
Namjoon?
Yeah.
Shout out Namjoon, man.
Shout out Namjoon.
Shout out BTS, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that like I would have thought that it would have been like another like rapper from like America that would really have been like the one to like blow the shit up. I did not know it was
Polo G commented on one of my
shout out Polo.
Shout out Polo G. I was inspired by Polo G too when I started rapping.
Polo G kind of falls in that middle lane of like with the Rod Wave and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
he was dropping like Battle Cry. I was really
Battle Cries.
I was bumping that heavy.
Battle Cry is tough.
Yeah.
So where do you go from here, man? Like what like I also wanted to say that when we were talking about like other artists, like I saw like obviously people from the city follow you, like YD and all them, but also I see like my boy Key from Atlanta, and that's when like once I started seeing like different people who occupy different lanes of hip hop, right? Started fucking with an artist, like that's when I think it's really cool because like now you got like the BTS, you got like the underground with like Key, you got like the hometown with like YD. Like I think it's really cool how you've been like universally accepted, because that's not easy to do either. That's not an easy boat to crack at all.
Yeah, not at all. Nah, it's I mean, I think that it's inevitable. It's like the energy is, it's inevitable to turn around because it's good energy. You can't deny good energy. If it something make you feel good, you can't be like, nah, it made me feel good, so I'm not gonna think it's cool. It's just gotta accept it.
Right.
Like so you have to.
Where do you go from here, man? What's next?
To the top, really. Just like keep going. I think everything I do is just gonna allow me to just grow. I'm about to drop another project before the year over called Youth, UTH, utilizing time here. Dropping that December 2023. So dropping that and just keep doing things, keep making things different, being intentional.
Right.
Just perfecting my craft, being the leader of the youth, as I call it.
Being the leader of the youth. Well, if you see this, Youth is probably out now or on the way, so go check that out. It's all you on that project?
Yeah, all me.
All you. Okay.
All me. I got artists on there. I got this guy named Renee from Loyola, New Orleans, the guy named Emmanuel Doris, and this girl named Anaya, and my boy Cam Watson helped me co-produce it as well.
Fire, man. Well, I can't wait to hear it, bro.
Yeah.
What can people expect from the On the Radar freestyle today, man? Greatness.
Hunger.
Those are my favorite freestyles. I need you to rap today like the Rents do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Easy?
It's easy, man.
Easy, man. Well, look, man, I appreciate you being here. Youth on the way. Yeah. The Reezy, man. 2024. He coming. He going crazy. Before we get up out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you, all that good stuff, now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
Camera right here. Reezy. Lareezy. Reezy Music on Instagram. Mr. Reezy on TikTok. And LA_Reezy on all listening platforms. So that's where it's at everywhere. And you could just, if you enjoy great music, enjoy great energy, I'm the guy.
There you go, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Great music, great energy. One of my personal favorite new artists out here. That's the On the Radar stamp. You know what I'm saying?
Got a stamp.
Go check out the freestyle. Go check out Reborn. Go check out Youth. Go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Reezy on the Radar. We out. Pow. My God.